Yeah, last game, Jacksonville State. Um, Tough Sunday game in really hot conditions. I thought we did a really good job. We came out early and scored a couple of early goals and really took the pressure off of us. I thought we kept the ball extremely well. We took them out of their game plan. They had to adjust to us and dropped a lot deeper than I thought that they probably would have wanted to play at home. We kept another clean sheet, which is a positive, and we scored 3 goals. So it's always nice to win on the road.
A couple games back, Tennessee Tech, 22 fouls.
Yeah.
Is that 22 fouls?
The referee was absolutely atrocious. It was one-sided, and then we kind of had a word with each other, and then it kind of seemed to change a little bit after that. I think we started to get a couple more free kicks, but it was not good. We had him 2 years ago there, and he was the same then. He was not very good.
Right?
Yeah, consistently bad. So yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I think it was Maya got booked for absolutely nothing. I got booked, and it wasn't even me that said anything, which was okay. But and then Lissy got booked, which she probably should have got booked because she had a couple of fouls where she stopped them in transition, which was probably fair enough. But they could have got a couple of people booked. But it was just I don't know if you saw the game. I think in the first couple of minutes we got to the end line, and they said it was out, and it was clearly not even close to being out. So it was just poor officiating.
Alex, you've had some great defenses and offenses in front of you. How are you guys keeping the clean sheet? What are you seeing from an attack standpoint, both on the defense and the offense, with you in the goal not very busy right now?
I think that, over the past few years, we've obviously utilized different formations, and I think that this year, with having the formation that we've have used or has played into our favor with the defense that we have, and then the midfielders and forwards that we have, like the combinations that we have. I think that that's a major part in keeping these clean sheets, because in the past we've obviously had 4 defenders, but with the 3 in the back and then having our midfielders wide and stuff, it's easier for us to play out of the back and play how we want to play versus past years how we have played. I think that switching it up has been a key factor this year, especially with teams not maybe experiencing this formation as much.
Are you playing 3-5-2?
3-4-3. It almost looks like a 3-5-2 because we get one of our midfielders to drop back defensively, so we're not outnumbered in the middle. But like Alex said, this is something we did in the spring. We started it in the spring, and we had them play a certain way, and we got beaten pretty bad in the spring. And it was good that was a starting point. The 3 centre backs, it gives us one more. It's like an insurance person. If you play with 4 and 2 centre backs, one goes missing, then you just got 1 centre back. Now, if we have one that goes missing, then at least we still have 2 there. So, like we talked about previously, we can keep the ball a lot better in this formation as well, which makes us defend a little less.
Eric, with all the different weapons you have around you with Maya and Becca and Caleb when she's in, is it easier on you when you have scorers behind you, like maybe pressure on the defense-wise, on the defensive end?
It's great having those players around. I think they do a great job, and obviously there's really no pressure, really. They can do great things defensively and attacking. We've seen that they can score, they can create so many chances. It's what they produce is great, and it's great to have them around and make plays with them and all that kind of stuff. So obviously Trav and Maya, they do a really good job defensively, especially. They usually are 2 that I guess drop in defensively and to kind of help out the midfield, and they do a great job at that, and I think that's a really key thing that's helped us. So I think they're doing a great job for the team, and all that kind of stuff. So.
I saw where Kayla got the start against Jacksonville State. Maybe an injury update. How's everybody coming along with Edson Nixon?
Simone's done for the season. Unfortunately, she tore ACL, she partially tore her ACL and fully torn her MCL. So I'm not sure right now what they're going to do. They just got to let the MCL heal and then figure out the ACL. Aaron probably looking at maybe 2 to 3 weeks still, and Izzy's, I'd say, day to day at this point. Obviously she's missed the last couple of games. She could have maybe played yesterday, but it wasn't needed, so you know, we decided that we were going to give her a couple more days rest. So you know, having her back will be a big plus as well.
You tied the career. I see a smile already. It was going to happen at some point. Is it better that it's happened now with so much OVC left to play? Does it kind of feel out of the way now that you've tied the record and maybe can even add to it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's cool that I've made it there to that point, but I don't think it was really a huge pressure on me to try and get there. Obviously, getting there is great, and obviously I was going to try to do it and everything like that. But yeah, now I'm just trying to score goals like I was before, trying to win games, all that kind of stuff, and I guess the more goals the better, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, it's cool.
You guys have had 3 OVC games now, almost all in different fashions. You know, a double overtime tie against a pretty good team in Tennessee Tech, a landslide victory against Jacksonville State, and then an overtime win against Moorhead. Is this the kind of roulette that you guys expect this season, to try and keep that unbeaten streak in conference play, some blowouts, tight matchups, some by the seat of your pants? Is that kind of what it feels like right now?
Obviously, I think we're expecting a lot of tough games. I mean, I don't think we go into any game expecting it to be a blowout. Like, we don't go in thinking we're going to win 3-4-0. I think being one of the biggest teams in conference for pretty much all these teams, I think every game is going to be their best game against us. So I think every game is going to be tough, and hopefully we don't come across any more overtimes or ties, and obviously no losses. But I think we got a good chance of keeping on winning, and hopefully, yeah, not going into those tough situations. But obviously we've got to put in the hard work to get there, and it's not going to be easy. So
from an offensive and defensive standpoint, what can you highlight throughout the game?
On Sunday?
Yeah.
I think on Sunday, like I said, I thought we kept the ball very well. We made them move around a lot. Their 2 strikers, I think, spent their whole pretty much 85 minutes of the game in their defensive third, trying to defend our wide players and our strikers. So I think our game plan going in, which is nothing that we've really changed all year, worked very well for us. And we were able to take them out of their game. At times they played with 1 up front, which makes our defensive responsibilities a lot easier. Towards the end of the game, I thought we got a little tired. You know, maybe we should have dropped a couple of numbers back and just protected what we had at that point. They had a couple of good opportunities, which Alex, fortunately enough, you know, she made a couple of good saves. But you know, I was happy we scored goals and we kept another clean sheet. We changed a couple of things around as well. I moved Cuban into the middle, and I moved Harriet out onto the left as one of the wing backs, and you know, it got her a lot more time and space. She was able to run up players. In the first 20 minutes of the game, you know, she had a couple of shots, an assist, a goal, and maybe 3 or 4 services in the box. So you know, things worked out well for us yesterday.
As far as offensively goes, the last 3 games you only scored 1 goal. What had changed against Jacksonville State for that break?
I don't know. Maybe we lost our way a little bit, and I think that's partly our fault as coaches. You know, I think we were a little bit more concerned about recovery and making sure that the players were healthy and fit, and we kind of went away from practice a little bit. You know, I don't know if I said this last week. I said it to somebody. You know, at first I thought I liked the Thursday-Sunday schedule, but you know, I don't like it that much because we don't get to spend a whole week of training. You know, we have to do. Today's usually an off day. Tomorrow we have to go back, and then we're already 2 days before the game, so you can't overly train. You know, with the game obviously in focus, and you're playing an opponent on the Sunday who hasn't played for a week as well. So you've got to think about that. That's in the back of your head as well. You know, but I think this week we went back and we did a lot more stuff with the strikers, a lot more functional movement, that kind of stuff, and I think that's something that we got to do every week, patterns and things like that. And I think it showed, obviously, the game on Sunday. Even from Thursday, we did a lot of stuff, and it showed on Sunday. We were a lot sharper up front, and we created a lot more chances.
What's it like coaching here? What's it like playing with her?
It's good, you know. She's a great kid. I say kid, great young woman. She. You know, a lot of people don't see all the other things that she does. She's always the first one to be picking up gear. She's always the first one to be, you know, helping out with food if we're on the road. You know, obviously her stats and her play speaks for itself, but I don't think a lot of people see the other kind of things. I think you got to talk to her a little bit. You know, she's very humble, no arrogance, you know, a team player. Always the fittest on the team. You know, I think if there's probably a model person who you want to model yourself around, then it's probably, you know, and we have a bunch of people like that. It's not just her, and you know, that's one of the reasons why we're successful, because we have people that buy in and they do the little things right. You know, like I said, they help out. They'll help the freshmen out. They'll help the underclassmen. They'll help out with gear. You know, we don't have selfish people, and that's the greatest thing I think I can say about it.
Alex, and really anybody can jump in this question. Is this a team talking about an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament? You guys were picked 52 RPI. You moved up at the end.
54. We were 56 last week, so 54. I don't know at this point. You know, it's a little hard because our conference, I think there's six teams 200 or below.
Yeah.
You know, although I was kind of a little bit surprised Tennessee Tech didn't hurt us that much. We moved at 2 places. I remember a couple of years ago when we were at 10-0, we played SIUE at home and we played EIU at home, and we won 2-0 and 4-0, and we dropped 15 places because their RPI wasn't that good. So for us, you know, we just got to keep focused on, you know, next game, SEMO, and then, you know, stuff. And, you know, obviously for me as a coach, I want to go as high as I can in the RPI. For the players, I don't think they kind of get it. You know, it's a cool thing to kind of, you know, we did this, but for them, hopefully they're just focused on beating the next team. I think Belmont is 101 and P's 99. So those will be a couple of good games for us. Maybe we'll move up with those. It just kind of all depends what happens ahead of us too.